Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about pressure due to mercury column. It's very important concept of ideal gas. To understand this, first we'll write the density of mercury, which is 13.6 gram per milliliters or 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. You need to remember this value, it's very important. Now we'll draw a column over here. It's an enclosed container in which mercury is filled. We have to find the pressure at the bottom in ATM if the height of this mercury column is 76 centimeter. Why we have chosen 76 centimeter, it will be clear in a while. So what will the pressure at the bottom? We have already discussed the formula. It's H times D times G. What is H? It is height of mercury column, which is 76 centimeter, multiplied by density, which is 13.6 gram per centimeter cube in case of mercury. Also, what is acceleration due to gravity? 9.8 meter per second square. On converting all this into SI unit and on further solving, we will get pressure is equal to 1.01325 into 10 raised to the 5 Newton per meter square or in pascals. So this pressure will come out to be 1 atm because 1 atm is equal to 1.01325 into 10 raised to the 5 Pascal. So when the height of mercury column in an enclosed container is 76 centimeter, then pressure exerted at the bottom will be 1 atm. So pressure due to Hg column, Hg is how we denote mercury. Pressure due to mercury column of height 76 centimeter is equal to 1 atm. So these two are important value. For height 76 centimeter, the mercury column will exert a pressure of 1 atm. Now moving further, we'll solve an example here. We have to find the pressure at the bottom and the height of mercury column given here is 19 centimeter. We know for 76 centimeter of mercury, the pressure exerted at bottom is equal to 1 atm. So for 19 centimeter of mercury, the pressure exerted will be, simply we'll use unitary method. It will be 1 divided by 76 multiplied by 19. This will come out to be 1 by 4, right? So we'll write the pressure at bottom is equal to pressure due to atmosphere P atm plus pressure due to mercury column, right? So pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure 1 plus pressure due to mercury column 1 by 4. So on summing it up, it will come out to be 5 by 4 atm. So this was a simple example. Now moving further, we'll solve another example here. We have to find the pressure exerted at the bottom if the column is inclined at an angle of 30 degrees. So we'll write the pressure at bottom is equal to atmospheric pressure plus pressure due to mercury column. How do we calculate the pressure due to mercury column? So it's a little complicated in this case. To calculate it, we will have to first find the vertical height over here, which is, let's say, h. So we'll apply trigonometry. So sine 30 degree is equal to h divided by 76. So h will come out to be 38 centimeter, which is the vertical height. We know due to 76 centimeter of mercury, pressure exerted is 1 atm. So due to 38 centimeter of mercury, the pressure exerted will be 1 divided by 76 multiplied by 38. It will come out to be 0.5 atm, right? So we got the pressure exerted by mercury column here, which is 0.5 atm. We will only consider the vertical height. You need to keep this in mind. So pressure will be pressure atmospheric, which is 1 plus 0.5. It will come out to 1.5 atm. So this is our answer. Now moving further, we'll solve another example here. We have to find the pressure exerted by oxygen if pressure at bottom is 1.25 atm. So pressure at bottom is equal to pressure by oxygen plus pressure exerted by mercury column. So 1.25 is equal to PO2 plus what is pressure due to mercury column? It is simply H times D times G. So by 76 centimeter of mercury, the pressure exerted is 1 atm. So by 38 centimeter of mercury, the pressure exerted will be 1 by 2 atm, right? So this is 1 by 2. So pressure exerted by oxygen will be 1.25 minus 0.5. It will come out to be 0.75 atm, right? Now moving further, we'll write a very important note here, that the relation between density, the relation between height and density of a mercury column and another liquid column, the liquid is unknown here, and another liquid column can be given as, I am gonna write a very important relation, that density of mercury multiplied by height of mercury should be equal to density of that liquid multiplied by height of that liquid column. So the relation between height and density of mercury column and another liquid column can be given as density of mercury multiplied by height of mercury equal to density of liquid multiplied by height of liquid. Now we'll solve a problem here. Find height of water column required to produce a pressure of 1 atm. So I'll write this formula here. Density of mercury multiplied by height of mercury is equal to density of liquid, which is water in this case, multiplied by height of water. Why did we choose mercury? Because we know the density of mercury and height of mercury when pressure is 1 atm, right? So simply we'll use this formula. We have to produce a pressure of 1 atm. So we know that for mercury, for 1 atm pressure, height of mercury should be equal to 76 centimeter and density of mercury we already know 13.6 gram per centimeter cube, right? So simply we'll put these values in this formula over here. 13.6 multiplied by 76 is equal to density of water. We already know 1 gram per centimeter cube or 1 gram per ml. On solving this, the height of water will come out to be in SI unit 10.336 meters. So simply this is our answer. And this formula over here is very important. Density of mercury multiplied by height of mercury is equal to density of liquid multiplied by height of liquid. So we got another conclusion here that 76 centimeter of mercury produces a pressure of 1 atm. Similarly, 10.336 meter of water will produce a pressure of 1 atm when these are enclosed in a container. So here we'll solve another problem. We have to find the pressure at bottom in atm. Here another liquid is given whose density is known, but we don't know the liquid, what liquid it is. So we'll simply write the formula. Density of mercury multiplied by height of mercury should be equal to density of liquid multiplied by height of that liquid. So density of mercury we already know, 13.6 gram per centimeter cube. Height of mercury we don't know. Density of liquid is given 27.2 gram per milliliters multiplied by height of liquid, which is 19 centimeter. On solving this, height of mercury will come out to be 38 centimeter, right? We know that 76 centimeter of mercury produces a pressure of 1 atm. Hence 38 centimeter of mercury will produce a pressure of 1 by 2 atm, right? So we have to find the pressure at bottom. We know the atmospheric pressure, which is 1 atm. We know the pressure exerted due to liquid column in terms of pressure exerted by mercury, which is 1 by 2 atm. So we'll simply write pressure is equal to, at bottom is equal to pressure due to atm plus atmospheric pressure plus pressure inside column. So what is atmospheric pressure? It's 1 atm plus pressure inside column is 1 by 2 atm. It will come out to be 1.5 atm. So simply this is our answer. Now moving further. Now I am gonna give you a problem for homework which you can solve by yourself. Here there are total 4 columns in a container filled with different types of liquid. The first one is filled with water, second one with liquid 1, third one with liquid 2, and last one with mercury. The density for each liquid is given, the pressure for oxygen is given, as well as the height for different columns is given. We have to find the final pressure at bottom. I'll write the hint here that density of liquid multiplied by height of liquid should be equal to density of mercury multiplied by height of mercury. You have to use this formula to find the pressure at bottom. It's very simple problem. Solve by yourself.